Good morning, guys. So what are we gonna do today? Well, I'll tell you what, we're not doing any more Valentines. I am ready for spring. So I had done some of these rabbit boxes last year, but I'd never done a tutorial. I just had them out there. So today we are actually gonna make this cute little rabbit basket or a box or whatever you wanna call it. You could just fill it full of goodies. But I'm also gonna throw in the templates and show you how to do this triangle shaped one and this square one. And we actually already have a video on there with this paper bag with the bunny on it. And also our paper wire rabbit and a little template to make your own carrots. So let's just get started. So first you're gonna download the template so you can take a look at it. You're going to have to actually use my dimensions I have written here. This paper is 13.5 inches long. So just follow the measurements and you can use your ruler and draw it out. So I drew it out on a heavy craft paper or use some postal shipping paper, and that works really, really well. My dotted lines are my scoring lines. My solid lines are my cutting lines. So I'm just gonna cut this out now and then we'll get going from there. So now I'm gonna score these lines, fold it backwards and then fold it the other way just so I can see my lines where my dotted lines are. Okay, let's get stamping. So since we're doing bunny boxes, I am gonna use my IOD farm stamp with this cute little rabbit. I love this little guy. Let's make sure he's stuck on here really good. And I'm just gonna use black ink, but you can use whatever you want. When we're looking at our box, here it is open, and this is like the inside. So on the inside, the top edge, I'm gonna get really high, the longer edge. I am gonna stamp him the very furthest to the top. His ear is gonna be right at the very top of this paper. And then what I'm gonna do is take the shorter edge and bring this up. So I folded it up, and I'm gonna stamp that on there. And I'm gonna put him so his feet are at the bottom of that crease and his ears in there. And that's how we're gonna get our dimension here, one up high and one low. Okay, so now we're gonna cut around and we're gonna put this box together. So I'm gonna start with the small guy, but it doesn't really matter. And all I'm cutting from is the top of the whiskers, and I'm leaving some space. So just kind of a silhouette around the stamp. And I am just going to the top of the tail and coming around right there. Now I'm gonna do the same thing with this top edge from the top of the whiskers here to the top of the tail there. So first I'm just gonna glue the tabs to the inside, and I'm just using a glue stick, but you could use Aleene's tacky glue, you could even just staple it. So these are going to the inside. And these tabs I'm gonna glue to the outside back. So then you're not seeing the tabs when you're looking at it. Easy. Now let's do our handle. So for my handle, what I used is just my paper wire. And in my favorite things, I've listed where paper wire was because we did another project with it. Just start a loop and a big crochet hook, and this is all I'm doing, is just doing a little chain stitch, just however long you want it to be. So after you get that done, just take it and I just poked a little hole in the side and bring it up and twist it around. Or you could use strips of paper, you could use fabric, or not even add a handle, but that's how we did the handle. Fill it with some fun raffia or shredded paper, and fill it with some goodies. Okay, see there? These are the other boxes that we had done, so I'm gonna kind of just give you a brief overview since you know how to do the other one. These ones will be really, really easy. So this one right here with the 4 sides, and I'll have the template on there, and it's 16 by 16 sheet of paper. And you're gonna cut out a 4-inch square out of each corner. And on the template, it shows you which way to stamp the rabbit. You bring the sides up, and you can put little tabs in the corner or do a little 1-inch strip all the way around the box to hold it in. But this is a really fun, easy one too. And then this other one is a triangle shaped one, and you're gonna have 8-inch sides for a triangle, and on the template, it'll show you that. And then I cut 4 by 8-inch rectangles and glue them to the sides to make my template. And the same thing, then you're just gonna stamp all the way around. And you can add a little 1-inch strip sheet of paper on the inside to hold it together. And that makes that box really fun and easy. Well, I hope you had fun. And as you can see, they're all a little different. I had also done in my shop quite a few different silverware holders and boxes using the cow and the sheep, or you could even use the chicken. You just have to change your dimensions, and after I showed you the concept, whether you use florals or animals or whatever you do, you can make your own boxes in different sizes, and it's just very simple bringing them up and folding them together. And this cute little paper bag that we made with the rabbit on there, that's on my YouTube, so you'll have to go back through some of my old tutorials, how we did this little bag. We sewed it and folded it and stamped it and covered it. And right here, this was really fun. All I did is stamp the rabbit image onto some heavy cardstock and made 2 little slits. And you could put your napkin, your silverware, even a name tag, anything through it, add a little raffia to the neck, and you have another cute little bunny. And if you're not on Rabbit Overload yet, you can see our paper wire tutorial where we made some bunnies and they're standing on the round, and we made these little paper carrots. You could use colored orange paper. I actually used our Bohemia stamp and stamped it onto the cardstock. This is what the template will look like. You can get 3 on a sheet and print it onto some heavy cardstock. And all I did is cut around the solid lines and score where these lines are, where the dotted lines are. And you're just gonna stamp your image wherever you want on here. And then when I glued all the tabs down, I just took some raffia and ran it underneath the tabs and tied it at the top. So you could use any stamp, any paper, but make a bunch of fun carrots and fill them full of goodies, or just have them for display. It's a little peat pot, and I used the bunny mold and glued it on and did that. But whatever you come up with for whatever party, just have fun.